talking about psychosynthesis by giving an overview of how a human being is made up. Psychosynthesis was developed by Italian psychiatrist Roberto Saggioli. Roberto Saggioli was a contemporary of Carl Jung and Sigmund Freud, and he developed a psychospiritual form of counselling and therapy which integrates body, mind and soul. So it's a holistic form of healing, and according to Saggioli, this is how a human being is made up. And this is referred to as the egg diagram. This section here is referred to as the collective unconscious. This section here, the blue section, that Saggioli and Carl Jung referred to the collective unconscious as the wise sage in the person, and he also referred to the collective unconscious as a universal library of human knowledge. And if you notice with the diagram, there are dotted lines here, so we have a field that surrounds us that we could draw from at any time and refer to as the collective unconscious. And according to Saggioli, down here is referred to as the low unconscious, which would be all stuff from our history. Then we have this section here referred to as the middle unconscious, which should be referred to as the here and now, what takes place in the here and now. And then up here is referred to as the higher unconscious, which is our potential, which would be like love, beauty, creativity, compassion. All those qualities would be up here. And then we have the I, the essence of who we are. The psychosynthesis is referred to psychology with a soul. So the I is referred to as the self, with a common SELF, also the true self, authentic self, soul. And this part of us is whole, unbroken, and divine. And this is our source of love and power. This part of us is transcendent, immanent, meaning it is distinct but not separate from all the other parts. And the functions of the I is awareness and will. So again, sometimes, will would overshadow awareness, meaning we may go to the beach one day and the person might decide to take a run on the beach, so the will would be overshadowing the awareness. And the person might run up and down take a run on the beach, and then afterwards come back and sit down and really take in a beautiful sunset, whereas the awareness would then be overshadowing the will. So the functions of the I is awareness and will, and as I said, the I is transcendent, immanent, meaning it is distinct but not separate from all the other parts of who we are. And the self, also referred to self with a capital SELF, is referred to as our higher power, Krishna, Buddha, Allah, whatever the person's concept is of a higher power. This part of ourself is also transcendent, immanent, meaning it is distinct but not separate from any part. So self permeates through all of who we are, as well as self is open to the cosmos. So there's no way that divine energy is in everything and everywhere. And I like to share with my clients too, it's even in our teddy bears, that divine energy self is. And according to psychosynthesis, a human being is made up of many parts. Sometimes we feel that, maybe the perfectionist is all of who we are. I like to explain it using these little people. Psychosynthesis is about synthesizing and making whole all the many parts. Sometimes we become identified with a part of who we are and think the perfectionist is all of who we are. This is a part of who we are. Again, sometimes we think that the rescue part is who we are. Rescue part is a part of us, it's not all of us. And again, to survive the environment, how we survive the environment is the child will split and repress. Growing up, you might have been told, if you can't do something properly, then don't do it at all. So the child, to survive the environment, a non-empathic environment, the child splits and represses. So the creativity would be pushed up here, and the anxiety and the shame would be pushed down here. And then later on in life, the person decides, wow, life has become dull and boring. Where has my creativity gone? And the person might decide to reconnect to their creativity and maybe go back to school or do some kind of creative project or art course, whatever the person decides to do to reconnect to their creativity. And as they reconnect to their creativity, the anxiety and shame will come up. Because it's in psychosynthesis, for healing to take place, there's no way we can go here without going here, and no way we can go here without going here. And according to psychosynthesis, a human being is made up of, as I said, both shadow and light. And so the lower unconscious is referred to as our shadow side, and up here is referred to as our light. And it's important to remember too that no matter what our imperfections may be, and we all have shadow, this is who we are. However, as I said, sometimes we become identified with a sub-personality, and we think this is all of who we are. And with psychosynthesis, it's not about getting rid of any part of who we are. And what we do in psychosynthesis, what I do in psychosynthesis, is we explore the heights and depths of who we are. So really and truly what we're doing is getting more of a sense of my I amness. Because again, psychosynthesis is about integrating and making whole all the many parts. And when we think that maybe one or two parts of all of who we are, it really doesn't give us a very strong sense of self. Whereas when we integrate all the different parts of who we are, it gives us a stronger sense of self. And this is again how psychosynthesis is. I explained psychosynthesis, and it's referred to, as I said, psychology with a soul recognizing. We want just a level of personality, because the personality is made up of many parts. We also have a spiritual dimension, and and recognizing is also a higher power, and that higher power permeates through all of who we are, as well as that divine energy is open to the universe, the cosmos.